it up. I wake up.
I wake up, thumb down now, no drip, just tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest, night crash, night but first die, tell them run it on. I wake up, thumb down now, no drip, just tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest, night crash, night but first die, tell them run it on. 9 out of 10, run through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm nigga gritty. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Greetings. We are here, another edition of Ebony Sports Reporters, and we're glad to have in the house. We got new coach here, Coach LA in the house. Coach LA in the house. He's right here. Y'all gonna find out about it. Then, Coach, next to him, Coach Julius Hall, right here in the house. And then on the side of me, you got Coach Al Pompey right here. Coach Rob Dickey was here, but something must be happening. He dropped off. Coach Bernard Brown be joining us, but we got somebody here with us tonight, very special. Savannah, Georgia. Coach Rob Dickey is here in the house. So Savannah, Georgia, Chatham County, Georgia. We have a basketball team here, a professional basketball team called the Savannah Hurricanes. And guess what? I did not wear my cap tonight, but I got my cap. And I'm going to say to all of you coaches in here, do not bother our brother, Lindsey Streeter, the owner of the Savannah Hurricanes, about getting any paraphernalia. I got to get my paraphernalia first, then y'all get y'all. I'm just saying, because I know how y'all are. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was scared to have you. I want you on one channel at first, but then I know you get on here. They're going to want stuff, Brother Streeter, because you got some stuff happening right now. And let everybody know who you are. We said to y'all, share.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. What fire and fervency that you guys bring. Serious synergy, man. Had some time off camera with this crew, and I'll tell you what, it's a true brotherhood with a singular focus, and that's getting the word out about sports and things that are happening around in the Low Country. I'm Lindsey Streeter. I'm a retired soldier here in Richmond Hill, Georgia, and I decided to bring a team here in order to impact the community and to bring some closeness and really to get after our youth. I'm trying to leverage the professional platform in a manner that we can get to our youth with our character building camps and make a difference with them. So the Savannah Hurricanes are here. It's not a play on Florida at all. It's just that my first exposure to the Low Country back in 1989, we had a brother named Hurricane Hugo that was coming up the coast, and I had never experienced a hurricane before. So I thought, what a fitting name. I looked at the elements of the storm. I looked at our mission statement and the impact that we're trying to make in the community. And I'll tell you something about a hurricane. You got this thing called the eye wall, that powerful punch, and that's our players. That represents our players and the impact that they're going to make. And then the calm eye center is the leadership that I try and provide, and the staff that I put around my players. And we're trying to level set this team and be a staple for leadership in the community. And then the after effect, when a hurricane passes through, it typically affects the community in a certain way. And so we want to leave a residual impact, our footprint on everything that we touch within the community. I'll tell you, we've signed several partnerships with nonprofit partners. Our games are, in fact, an opportunity for fraternities, sororities, and the like to fundraise and ticket affiliation sales. I typically kick back about 20% of sales generated from coaches. AAU coaches utilizing us, ROTC departments at high schools. I'm a veteran, have an affinity for that group, trying to raise funds to buy new uniforms. And it's a huge fundraising opportunity for Alfred E. Beach High School, where we're going to be playing, because it allows Beach to leverage funds raised through concessions to buy new uniforms and the like. So several auxiliaries will benefit from us being there. So we're excited, man. We're truly excited to be here.
Bulldog Nation, baby.
Absolutely.
Coach, I think that you should have went to the Wolverines, Tompkins Wolverines. Where you from?
I'm from Washington D.C. I married a girl from Savannah. She's in heaven now, but she was a graduate of Jenkins High, and she went over to at the time Armstrong, and then over to Georgia Southern, got a master's degree, and got me back here after 31 years in the Army. Right back here to Savannah, and she passed away about 3 years ago. But I decided to stay here, and when I decided to stay here, I needed to make a difference, and so that's what the Hurricanes are going to do.
We definitely appreciate you, Coach. For staying in the area and doing the things that you're doing. I'm a retired vet myself. After 20 years, and
Awesome.
So many times we get out and just go dormant. So I'm glad that you're out there in the community trying to help the youth, because there's definitely a need for that. Last thing I want to tell you is apparently you have some kind of connection to Florida because you named your team the Hurricanes.
That's going down. That connection, you're going to make it happen one way or the other. Yes, sir.
Well, hey, I wish those storms would stay down in Florida, but they happen to come up this way. And so, again, it was my first experience with Savannah was a hurricane coming through, and it forever was etched into my mind. But I appreciate that, Coach. And hey, as a veteran, man, you're welcome to my games, man. We're gonna love on you. We're gonna have you stand up and have people recognize you and all that good stuff, man. And we bring the color guard out and we love on the flag and all that stuff, man. So I would love to have you out to Saturday's game.
Sounds great to me. Just let me know when I can get my hat.
So the game is Saturday at 3:30.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock Saturday, and and it's at Beach High School. And yes. You want to give ticket prices that range for the people so they'll know. So we're asking everybody to go out and watch this game. We know Coach Rob will be there if he ain't watching Florida State or down at Florida State, because he'll be there because that's his school. But we're not gonna hold that against it. What's the ticket prices?
Tickets are $10, and that's a deliberate price point. We've had folks try and lure us away from where we're playing, and I refuse to move into a larger arena or venue and out of the reach of the community, and then raise those prices up, and I won't be able to get the kid that grew up like me into a seat at those price points. So it's $10, and kids 5 and under, they come in free, and then we have some giveaways and things of that nature at the event. So really fun, community oriented atmosphere that we try and create.
Coach, you had something to say?
I was gonna say how much was the tickets, but he already beat me to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. Yeah.
We'll be there if we're in town. I know.
Yeah, you gotta come through, guys. I'll tell you, we've amassed some local talent that will blow you away. We're 2-0 right now, coming off the road. This is our home debut. Mayor Johnson did in fact accept the invitation, so we're going to have the mayor in the house and a few more elected officials from different levels of the government. We'll have some soldiers there. Of course, everybody that's affiliated with basketball in this area is going to be there, and I would love to meet you guys in person, to have you there and watch a great game of basketball. This team that we're playing, we were fortunate enough to beat them last week, but they gave us a run for our money, and they're coming back. They were undefeated, and now they're coming here, and they have a chip on their shoulder. So this is going to be very, very good. We only edged them out by 4 points, and they gave us all we could handle. So it's going to be great. They're coming out of Birmingham.
Okay, so y'all will be doing some community things in the community, I'm sure, so that we can get everybody to know you all, so that we can network with the whole community, because we'd like to have you on as a regular, or your coach, whoever the head coach is.
Yeah, I bring my coach
to come and talk to us. The players also, so we can have them on from week to week. And this is a male team, so we got young women that'll be filling the stands to see these guys play. So send them on over here and get with us, with me and Jamar, so we can get them on the show.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. That's exactly what we'll do. I'll bring my coach on. He's a dynamic leader, Army leader, retiring Sergeant Major out of Fort Stewart, and we'll bring him on and I will highlight some players of the week. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Okay, and
some of the players are actually attended Savannah State. Some of them are local. Some of them have been a part of 2717 of the factory. And so again, with Coach Rob Jiggy, how can folks get in touch with you all? How can they get in touch with you?
We're on Instagram right now. Our webpage is down for some repairs. We're fixing the merchandise store right now. We're on Instagram. Our flyers are out there. You can purchase tickets on Instagram. We'll have some tickets at the door this week. We typically sell them electronically, but if somebody shows up, they'll be able to get a ticket. They'll be able to get in. That arena seats about 2,000 over there. That new spot they have. It's a beautiful building. But we're excited about it, and hope to see you guys again, man. I hope to see you guys over there, and we will definitely solidify this partnership. I really like what you're doing. Did my homework on your platform. It's extremely credible, and lots of people are tuning in, and so we want to give them something to see.
I just need you to have that side door open for disabled veterans.
Hey, I just tell you what. Once you come on Hopkins Street, man, the side doors are closed, man. That's my
He just paid $200 to see them bum Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know he going. Don't even talk about $10. He paid at the door. There don't be no side door open.
I don't mind. I just can't stand the line too long.
Oh, okay.
I just got one question.
Yeah,
Sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Jamal got one question. I'm not sitting there with the Fab Four. And that's why you guys can't win, because you got to have 5. So I'm solo. So I'm going to ask a question that I want to ask Mr. Streeter. And it's not personal, but I keep hearing you talking about these guys that go hang out in the woods and the fields and live in tents and all that. And I'm an Air Force guy. And if we aim high.
I don't even know why you're on the show.
So you gotta set the standards. If you're gonna set the standards, man, you gotta have some common heads, on your team.
Hey, Coach, I said veterans. I didn't paint a picture, and I love the Air Force. We gave birth to it back in 1947 when it was the Army Air Force. I love you guys. I love the Air Force. You were the Army.
Oh, he trying to rock the baby.
No,
we're gonna put you right to sleep.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, don't worry. You're gonna call for. Hey, one thing about it, you're gonna call for cover.
You're gonna call for cover. You're right.
You're gonna call for cover. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a part of the service for a long time.
You definitely gonna get on that phone and be calling for help. We need some backup.
Hey team, I gotta drop. I gotta go and join my folks over at my nonprofit for a quick pull up there. But hey, you'll see me again. Hey Doc, thanks for having me. Hey coaches, hey, you guys are some of the most respected guys in the area, man, and I'm glad to be a part of your show. And I'll be coming back.
All right, great to have you.
And he's also a motivational speaker too. He's a motivational speaker. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
All right.
Look forward to seeing you.
Okay, thanks.
We'll see you Saturday. All right. And again, we said share. We said turn out 3:00 on Saturday to Alpha Eli Beach High School on Hopkins Street, right there. And so turn out Savannah Hurricanes. This is one of our teams. And again, it is owned by us. It is for us and celebrating us. And so we're going to move on to this right here. Again, Ebony Sports Reports. Again, for some of you just not joining us, we got Coach LA in the house. Brian, Coach LA. Got Coach Julius Hall in the house. Got Coach Al Pompey and Coach Rob Jiggy. Coach Bernard Brown. Say he is to Savannah somewhere. Lord knows where he's at. He's probably trying to get some lemon pepper wings and stuff like that. Oh, Coach LA. They like lemon pepper wings. And
guess who do too?
Oh, no. Jesus.
Hey, it's not a wing unless it's a lemon pepper wing.
But do you
And the
you
environment.
also have this too?
In the environment.
Are you in the club? Do you have
Nah,
this?
not yet, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You gotta have this
waiting on
too.
membership.
Okay.
I'm waiting on
You gotta have
membership
that. No, you got one now. You got one. We'll tell you about it later on.
We gonna move on. Again, Brittany Griner gonna be thrown out there. Listen, people know Brittany Griner. Bam, still been there. I think her birthday was just like 2 days ago. Brittany Griner's still there in Russia. But we're gonna move on to someone else. Skylar Diggins Smith. Skylar Diggins, second baby.
It's
What's
mine.
your thoughts on that?
It's mine.
First man to ever claim a baby.
It's mine.
You look happy.
I'm the baby daddy.
We already got one father for Skylar, you know, but all right, I thought it was with her husband, but something else been happening. Anybody else got any comments with regards to Skylar?
It ain't mine.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel about the situation. I feel like that they should have a contract where they can't get pregnant.
Oh,
Right, again.
Ooh. Women's rights? Maybe?
That's Coach Al Pompey. Give me
Yeah,
his thoughts on
yeah.
that.
I mean, you under contract, so I'm paying you to do a certain thing, play basketball, and not get pregnant.
you know that go both ways now.
It does.
All right.
Yeah, the man can't have no baby either.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, they spit them out left and right.
Yeah, so well, my thing is with Skylar, more power to her. She's a fine young lady, and I'm just mad that it ain't my son having a baby from her.
Okay. You have heard it. And no telling what Coach Bernard Brown was going to say. But we now move on to something else. Still WNBA in the house. WNBA. Candace Parker saying what happened with Jordan and Draymond is common in the WNBA. And that all it does, it brings about unity. What's your thoughts with regards to that Coach LA? What's your thoughts on that right there? Candace Parker say fighting, getting down.
I mean, you know, you want to be competitive as possible, but when it comes to throwing hands, you want to stay as far as that as possible because you don't know how people react these days. It's not the 70s, 80s, 90s. Well, you know, it was more a tougher group than it is today because, you know, people today, they fight more with guns than they fists. But at the same time, I understand the competitiveness, and if somebody needs to get knocked upside their head every once in a while, I'm not for the violence. Let you know, I'm not for the violence, but I mean, it's part of sports, man. Make it happen. Just not, you know, you need the top secret clearance to be in this thing. Keep it quiet.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that?
On which part?
With regards to, again, what Candace has said. Candace saying, hey, it is common to see the fighting happen. So that's not strange what happened with Draymond and Jordan. That she's saying, and it brings about unity.
Oh, yeah. If you don't fight, then you don't care. There's no passion. It's a part of the game. We have to realize that is a part of the game. We don't care anything about them fighting, especially it really should have never got out. You know, it was in-house and somebody took it out. So it'll be all right. We fought all the time on the football field. We didn't fight. The only place we didn't fight was probably on the baseball field. But we fought everywhere else when we were growing up, and it's part of the game. As long as they don't start shooting.
All right. And Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts on that, Coach Al?
I tell you what, Candace Parker said it brings unity. Fighting between each other, that's undisciplined. That's exactly what it is. It's undisciplined, no morals. I fought, but I fought the other team. There's no way that two teammates should be fighting each other, period. No matter what the differences are. And the coaches, they shouldn't even let that happen. I mean, because it didn't just start then. I mean, it had to lead up to something. So that's undisciplined. That's exactly what it is.
I got a question. So you call him Michael Jordan undisciplined?
Well, Coach LA, we gonna really drop this. He gotta get his point. He gotta
Respect.
He gotta get his on in there. So you like Bernard Brown. Like,
Respect. I want to be involved.
All right. Coach Rob Jiggett, you went to Beach, played for Beach, and also for Brunswick Junior College, and y'all used to fight all the time. So what's your thoughts on that? Because I'm just saying, because that's how people at Beach do. in Brunswick Junior
I
College.
mean, you didn't tell any lies. You know, it's when you are in, you know, in the trenches and you trying to win and everybody's not on the same page every night, then you got to jack somebody's ass up. That's just what it is. You know, I fought one of my teammates. I didn't have a problem with it because he needed it. And, you know, sometimes these guys go astray and think it's all about them. And you got to bring them back to, hey, this is a team. And sometimes you just got to put your foot in their ass. And, I mean, it is what it is. And these are, you talking about millionaires. And this is how unfortunate incident happened. But it's just part of, just part of playing the game. It's just part of life. You know, things happen. Now, Draymond apologized for it. And if it hadn't been for cameras, we wouldn't even, this wouldn't even be a topic. But this happens every day in every sport, you know, especially in the 80s and the 90s. Man, you know how many people Charles Oakley knocked out? You know, or Dennis Rodman choked, or Shaq stepped on their head or whatever. I mean, just part of life. You just got to respect the game. Hell, they used to fight during the game. So, I mean, just what it is. So, unfortunately, it was his teammate. And like you said, Coach, it led up to something, but hey, it came to the facility. And, you know, whatever it was, I assume it's behind them because they beat the hell out of my Lakers the other night. So they look pretty damn good to me.
Did that.
And so, Coach L, like what were you saying before we go to commercial break?
So we talking fighting is undisciplined. So Michael Jordan punched allegedly Steve Kerr. I wasn't there, but they still won 3 in a row. Is that still undisciplined, even though you win 3 in a row?
Yes, it's still being undisciplined. I mean, because it could actually go the other way. You know, we get in the fight, and they could have lost those 3 games because of something I did because I was mad. You know, I got punched out. I don't get a chance to retaliate. I'm mad.
All right. So what we're going to do, again, we say share. We're going to go to a commercial break. Then we're going to come back, and we're going to continue this. What's going on with regard to sports? It is the Ebony Sports Report in the house. We're back. Great commercials. Again, we say support our Black media and also our sponsors and everyone in our commercial. Coach Rob Jiggy, we just waiting on him because he's at Beach High School right now. Getting excited. So new contract is happening for folks with TNT. New contract with Ernie, Kenny, Shaq, and Charles. New contract. So I'm gonna throw it up here right now. Some people might not understand. You might be excited about the contract, but I'm doing this right here. This is a selfish thing right now. This is for every sports reporters. Our contract, Coach Julius Hall, you're the owner. I want you to see they're doing a new contract for them. What about a contract for us? What about our new contracts? Because you took my contract and said I got to go on the old contract. Coach Rob Jiggy, Coach Al, Coach LA, who just joined us, and Coach Bernard Brown, and also sometimes Coach Robert Bryant. So, yeah, Coach Julius Hall, what about our contract?
I can't speak on a legal matter. The lawyers are looking at y'all's contracts right now. It'll be coming to you after a while. Y'all are all getting raises. You might not make what Charles Barkley's making, but you're getting a raise, okay? So we can talk, don't talk contracts no more in the public.
Wow.
Right.
Coach Al, you talking about right. Look, Coach Al, I'm going to turn to you and like saying,
Like, he'll be sarcastic.
I was agreeing with Coach Ron.
okay. I'm like, wow. You know what the deal is. They making money. So I'm like saying, it's our turn. Right? Coach LA said, like, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're not making Charles the money yet.
All right. I guess we'll move on to this right here. This segment is called, I might be wrong, but I doubt it. This is Coach Julius Hall segment right here, but all of us involved in it. But I might be wrong, Coach Julius Hall. Who is the class of the SEC? Is it Tennessee, UGA, or someone else, Coach Julius Hall?
Really? You asked that question. I might be wrong, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. You don't have to question who the class of the SEC is. Alabama is gone. They got beat the other day. We already know that. You ain't going to beat the Georgia Bulldogs. Why would you ask that? I might be wrong, but I doubt it. Georgia all the way in a landslide. We lose to nobody. Alabama, you shouldn't have lost that game because if you see us in that Durant championship, we're going to beat your brakes off you. You better hope you don't have to see us. Tennessee going to get a slip in it. Tennessee was playing off of emotion. They were playing off emotion the other day. Alabama plays off of talent. Georgia plays off of talent. They're the class of NCAA college football. The University of Georgia, the whole SEC. We don't play with nobody. I might be wrong, but I doubt it.
Just like the Braves.
All right, Coach Roderick, we're going to you. Who's the class, Coach Roderick? Give your thoughts on that right there.
Well, right now, I'm going to say, if we're talking about SEC, I don't see Georgia running the table. I mean, Tennessee is the hottest team in college football right now, next to Ohio State. But they hadn't played anybody in the top 10 this year, Ohio State, that is. But, I mean, I'm going to ride that Iron Wires hot. I'm going to ride with Tennessee to beat Georgia in 2 weeks.
Don't bet them.
They're playing in Rocky Top. Good old Rocky Top.
We're going to make you a believer.
I actually want to change this subject.
I know you're a Gator.
He might be right, but I doubt it. He might be right, but I doubt it. I doubt very seriously Georgia's going to run the table.
Exactly.
They still got to see Alabama. They still got to see Florida. They always have a tough time with those teams. So I doubt very seriously that they're going to run the table. He might be right, but I doubt it.
Stick a pin in it.
All right. So now, Coach LA, what's your thoughts on that? Who's the class of the
I'm turning coach right now. I'm gonna give him a little massage, but you don't need to hear this. Roll Tide roll, all right? Roll Tide roll.
Take that beat the other day.
No, we look. Football is 11 on 11. The other day was 12 on 11. Come on now, you can't call that last pass interference a real play. We had the game won, they done handed it over. But I respect Hendon Hooker. I've known him since he was in high school at Dudley out of Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm happy he won. But I'm not happy if he gonna win again. When we see, I think we probably gonna see Tennessee again, because like Coach say, Rocky Top, 102,000 screaming, you gonna feel what we felt. Who y'all beat? Kent State the other day?
Right.
We beat everybody. We don't care who it is. Just suit up.
By 2 points.
If they got cleats on, we gonna whip their ass. Hey, that's all I'm gonna tell
And
you.
I'm gonna tell you something else. Watch out for Hendon Hooker. He a bad boy. He
He
right
is.
now.
He is.
Right now, he's a Heisman favorite.
He
We
is.
got this on wax.
Okay.
All right. So you have heard. And so we now move on.
But would you please tell me all this stuff is on record?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm a journalist too. Roll Tide. Number 98, Jamil Burrows. Okay. Shout out.
So, oh yes. And so now we move on to this matter right here. DC Public Schools. You have a player who transferred in, and they indicate that, again, he is not eligible. His father has been fighting this for a while, and they finally denied the appeal. Coach Rob Jiggy, you see this often with regards to, we're going to start with you. What's your thoughts with regards to this and this young man and the GPA? That, well, I'm not putting out business. His GPA is a 2.03. And
Well, with a 2.03, he shouldn't be focused on playing no sports.
And he's a quarterback, and his father wanted to give him a greater exposure because he's playing in a smaller area that he did not think being an exposure. So what's your thoughts on that, Coach Rob Jiggy?
As a parent of 3 children that play sports, my son nor daughter would be out there transferring, playing anything with a 2.3 GPA. If anything, they transfer and get better tutorial support for his son long term so he can be successful. I don't know what he's chasing. If he's from a small town, then you make it wherever you're at. But it doesn't make sense to do all that if you don't have the grades, especially if you're talking about playing at the next level, because most of these kids are carrying 3.0s or better, playing college football. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know what his long-term obligations are for his son, but I would focus on his academics more than the ball.
All right. And Coach Al, what's your thoughts with regards to that?
I tell you, I actually read up on this story earlier today. And basically what I think is the DC public schools, they should get one standard. I understand, what you're saying, Coach Rob Jiggy, about what the parents should be focusing on, but there should be one standard across the board. I shouldn't come out of one school and go to another one, and the GPA average is different. It should be one standard.
Okay. And Coach LA, what's your thoughts with regards to this?
Man, when you transfer in college, some schools gonna do the same thing. You're gonna have to have a 2 this, a 2 that, a 3 this, a 3 that. I think the kid, if you're good enough, they're gonna find you. But you also need to do your job as a player, student athlete, and as a parent. Everybody's got to do their jobs for this kid to go to the next level. Just because you can throw a ball 60 yards don't mean you're going to make it to the next level. It just don't happen that way. You got to have a whole team behind you, and they all got to be thinking positive. You know what I'm saying? So stay where you're at. Stop transferring. If you're good, you're good. If you're not, hey, you need a plan B. And plan B is to be able to read books and do some simple math.
Coach Julius Cole.
BC are taking.
Oh!
Cameron Baptist are taking. Savannah Christian are taking.
That's not a Jamal alma mater.
I'm telling you, Daddy, he got options. He got options. He can come on in. Let us see that talent. We want to see the talent. We want to see how good he is.
Whoa. The opinion of Coach Julius Hall is really the opinion of Coach Julius Hall, not the opinion of every sports reporter. Calvary, we love you. Savannah Christian, we love you. BC, no, we don't love you. Country Day, we love you. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, we will not move on. Coach Al Pompey, we got something going on right now. The NBA has not started. So, Coach Al Pompey, will it be 5 years? 5 rings within 8 years? Will it be 5 rings for the Warriors within 8 years? Or who you see on the horizon right now? Since it's all starting right now, Coach Al, what's your thoughts with regards to this?
Golden State.
Woo!
See, I knew he wasn't on drugs. I knew he wasn't on drugs.
It's gonna happen again. As everybody knows, my team is Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat.
Oh, I just heard that.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go with Golden State.
All right. And so, Coach Rob Jiggy, what's
Hey,
your
man,
thought? Will it be
after
5 rings within 8 years?
After the comments of Kevin Durant, he got Martin Luther Irvin and he got Brick Simmons. What the F do you expect? So, yes, I see Golden State running the table, man, until they get tired of winning. They just that talented, and that team is very deep.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that, Coach Julius Hall?
Really, you got to ask me.
Yes, sir.
That's my team. Y'all know that's my team.
Along with the other
Y'all
team.
know that's my team. They will run the table. They might have, they're going to have 5 championships in 8 years. That's without a doubt. Those boys are just good. There ain't no other team that's playing like them. I don't understand what your team is doing out there in LA, Jamal. They got Westbrook, Soft, Anthony Davis, and LeBron, and they can't win. Something is wrong. Somebody needs to be fired.
Okay, Coach LA, we now move on to you.
Well, the Lakers coach just got hired. How we gonna fire? We 0-1 right now. But Lakers will not win the championship this year. Golden State, and I'm gonna probably try to get to this next topic. Golden State, the way it looks right now, will win the championship only if they do not trade or get rid of Draymond Green. There are reasons for that.
We were going to get
But,
to that topic.
I'm saying,
Coach,
but
I mean, Coach
there's,
LA.
there's this other team, couple other teams you should be afraid of. You should be afraid of the Boston Celtics coming out of the East, and you should be afraid of the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant is special.
Ja the best player in the NBA.
Ja is special. Ja is special.
What?
I told y'all that last year. Did you see that boy last night? That boy did super unnatural things last night, Coach.
Yeah, but he almost blew the game.
Yeah, he did almost do that too. That boy. Ain't nobody in the NBA playing like it. Nobody. Not even LeBron.
He won't beat Golden State. We done been that.
Well, we know that. That's my team.
Oh. He's probably the most exciting player in the game, but he ain't the best player.
No, he's the best.
And to clarify, as you all know, it is the Lakers, it is the Warriors, and the Nuggets. Everyone knows that's what, no matter what he says, again, it's 3 of them. But so we're going to move on to this right here. And Coach Al, LA, we was coming to you anyway first with regard to this right here. We will come to you first. That's why we set it up like that. What's the thoughts with regards to, will Jordan Poole or Draymond remain throughout the season? Do you foresee any trade happening with regards to getting rid of one of them, which would probably be Draymond? What's your thoughts on that, Coach LA?
Can't happen. If you trade Jordan Poole, you don't win a championship. You trade Draymond, you don't win a championship. Draymond does so many things. He doesn't need to score. He plays defense. He's the point guard for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole. Who's going to take over those duties if he left? Nobody. Not even Wiggins can do that. Okay, Wiggins is good, but he's not going to do that. He's not going to stop Joker or slow him down. He's not going to slow down Greek Freak. He's not going to, Draymond's going to do, he does things that's not on the scorebooks. And he stays, they win.
All right. Coach Al, what's your thoughts on this? Draymond being traded, Jordan being traded, or that's just not going to happen at all?
I don't think it's going to happen at all. I don't see neither player being traded. I think they need to, talk, get everything together. And I want to go back. When I said this team was being undisciplined, I look at it like this. With that particular punch, he could have knocked the man's eye out. Then he would have been going for the season anyway. That's what I mean when I say about being disciplined. You losing your chance to win a game. So I don't think either one of them will go. It'd be great if both of them stayed. And that's how I feel about it.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Y'all know that's my team, right? I already called them and told them get Draymond ass up out of there. We don't need Draymond. We need Jordan Poole. Poole is young. Draymond, we done got what we need to get out of him. I called Dennis Rodman to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? So Draymond can get wherever he going at. You give me I take Saul Anthony Davis. Listen, you're gonna go to LA anyway. Send me Anthony Davis over there. And all I want Anthony Davis to understand is that all he got to do is rebound and get a damn ball to the other 3, Thompson, Poole, Curry.
to my cousin Draymond Green, the opinion of Coach Julius Hall is merely the opinion of Coach Julius Hall. It is not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. Cuz we love you. Coach Rob Jiggy.
I don't actually think either one of them going to leave Golden State about this incident. But when it comes to the business part of it, Poole just signed an extension, and Draymond has it. And ultimately, probably after the season, there may be some discussion about moving Draymond to the Lake Show. That's probably the only place that that he would be at his level, he probably can demand the trade where he wants to go. And LA would be crazy enough to pay him to try to keep LeBron in the league one more year. But it won't matter because Golden State is young, they're athletic, they have a good chemistry, they have a good front office from top to bottom. And, unfortunately, this incident happened, but I'm quite sure it happens all around the league. It just doesn't get publicized. But Golden State will weather the storm. It's good that it happened early in the season and not happen like in the playoffs or something like that, and this comes out. So like anything else, all winning heals all of that. You keep winning, nobody's even talking about it. They'll be talking about how many games Golden State won in a row. And this Draymond and Poole stuff will be an afterthought.
Okay. So now, Coach Julius Hall, we now know college basketball, bam, is kicking in also, and they saying number one, and some saying it is UNC, University of North Carolina. Who should be number one in college basketball? Your thoughts right now, or who you see on the horizons? What can we expect, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, you got to still stay with all the powerhouses: North Carolina, Kentucky, Stanford. Who is out there on the South Coast? Gonzaga. I mean, on the West Coast, Gonzaga and Stanford, and but you got the Floridas down in that from down low that you need to watch also because there's some sleeper teams out there balling in basketball. If it was one more round, and y'all do know that for one more round in the 1984 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks was taking me, but it wasn't no more rounds. So balling can come from anywhere. It's just who had the better night shoot. I used to shoot lights out. But anyway, yeah, North Carolina, number one.
Okay. All right. Coach, go to LA.
Hey, there's nothing else to say. Carolina's number one. We're going to win 30 games, probably lose a couple, beat Duke a few times, then go off and win a national championship. Natty for the Tar Heels.
Where are you from?
North Carolina. Tobacco Tar Heel Road. And that wouldn't change my mind at all. So we number one this year. We was number one last year. We number one next year. But we got good recruits coming in now. We got the new coach. We got some special stuff happening.
Some of them are so opt to play in the NBA, but that's another story. That's for another day. Coach Al, what's your thoughts?
I'm just going to say North Carolina and leave it alone.
Okay. Coach Rob Jiggy. Oh, Coach Rob. Oh my God. I shouldn't even ask you the question, Coach Rob. Who? Coach Rob Jiggy.
VCU.
I do. That's right. Because they have a great alum from Herschel B. Jenkins High School, plays for VCU. Yeah, JJ DeLoach. Yes.
I'm going with VCU as a sleeper if we get in the tournament because we playing Villanova in a secret scrimmage on Saturday. But we can't get any of the Power 5 schools on the schedule for whatever reason. That includes UNC and Duke. They won't play VCU. But, Power 5 runs the show. I think Kansas will be back next year. North Carolina definitely, since their big man came back, I think they should be ranked number one. But, college basketball is what it is. You got to make shots. You got to get hot at the right time. So I always like the sleeper teams, but I'm going to ride UNC out. Hubert Davis proved me wrong, but he can coach at that level. I mean, he got some great backcourt. And like I said, the big guy doesn't get injured. I think Carolina pulls it out. So I'm looking forward to basketball.
All right. And so this special segment is called They are who we said they are. They are who we said they are. Coach
Can I go first?
All right. We're going to throw it out to you. Buffalo. You throw it out there to you. Kansas City. Philadelphia. New Yorkers. Or someone else. They are who we said they are. Coach Rob Jiggy. Read our face. I'm just throwing it out there to you.
Well, I'm saying you pitched the ball, but I missed and swung. Were you talking about baseball? The Braves, like I said, they are who we thought they were.
No, we was throwing out for football right now.
Okay.
For the Braves.
I just wanted to get that in. I just wanted to get that in.
It's not nice to pick on people either.
I would say because I'm in Jerry's world that Philly is probably who we thought they were. They're pretty damn good.
All right. Yes, and we go to Coach Julius Hall.
They are. Dennis Green made those words real famous. It was Dennis Green say, "They are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were." We know that the Rams won't repeat this year. They lost too much. They're not going to repeat. So there ain't but one team out there that is really going to get everybody's number. Because you got to have a 30-point lead on the Kansas City Chiefs. See this team here? They are who we thought they were. They might have lost last week, but believe this right here. When it comes to the AFC Championship, Kansas City will be in it, I guarantee you. Don't you bother me no more about the Atlanta Braves. We'll be back. It's powerhouse teams, the Golden State Warriors, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Atlanta Braves. So you know this. You know this. So get with the program, y'all.
Okay. Coach LA, get with the program.
Oh, I was with the program last Sunday. I see what happened last Sunday.
Hater.
One.
Ooh.
Josh
Ooh.
Allen
Ooh.
is the new man.
Ooh.
Did you see what he did when he went to your house?
Haters.
Took the food off your plate.
Haters.
Used your back.
Haters.
Sprayed your sauce.
See, I knew that was coming. That's why I wore this jersey.
And you didn't do nothing about it. He took and kicked you out your own house, and you still paying the bill. You still paying the bill. No pun intended. Hey, Josh Allen, it's a bad man. You'll see him in the AFC Championship game. It's gonna be in Buffalo. Tell your boy to wear his gloves, his little whatever he do. Buffalo Bills will be in the Super Bowl day for real. And then we'll play the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Atlanta just beat them bums.
Hey, it's all good. It's the beginning of the season. Jimmy G got to get warmed up. This is preseason.
All right.
Next week starts the real season.
The opinion of Coach LA is the opinion of most of America.
America love me.
Oh, so it is.
Oh no! I had to throw it out there. So, Coach Al, what's your thoughts on this, Coach Al? They are who we said they are.
The Buffalo Bills are who they said they were. I picked them to win the Super Bowl last year. So that I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to win it this year. Kansas City, they lost too much. They didn't pick up the things that they lost. They don't have a deep threat anymore. But those Bills, Super Bowl winners this year.
And where's the deep threat for the Chiefs right now? Where is he?
Miami.
Again, I'm just saying Florida. I'm gonna say that's Coach Al.
He's
Coach Al. It's Florida connection always. So we now move on to something else that sometimes last year before we had some of the coaches, people had a little issue with this. So I'm so glad that we're going to turn it over to Coach Al. Coach Al, who won the Stanley Cup in the National Hockey League? Who won the Stanley
Get it
Cup?
right, Al.
I mean, do we really have to question who I'm going to pick? Everybody's like me. I mean, that's
You said that last year, didn't they lose?
hey, Tampa Bay Lightning, the best team in NHL. I don't care about anybody else. Thank you very much. No more intended.
I was trying to give you some. I was trying to get a
Oh,
pound.
okay.
You know, though I like the Avalanche also.
Okay. I thought you were putting the mic to my mouth. They
Ah!
couldn't hear it. They couldn't hear it. Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay. So we're done. Move on. Coach Rob Jiggy. Who will win the Stanley Cup? Oh, they say, go to the Thrashers. Okay. So, Coach Rob Jiggy, who will win the Stanley Cup in your thoughts?
I'm going old school, man. I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Okay. All right. Okay. We see they come out the East. All right. Okay. And we go to Coach LA. Oh, you going to Carolina Hurricanes?
No.
Oh, you for the
No, man. You can find the team in the name.
Ooh.
Los Angeles Kings.
Ooh, okay.
And hopefully Wayne Gretzky will come back
Ooh.
for a couple games.
Wayne Gretzky.
But until then,
75 years old.
yeah, and he's still a great one. He's still a great one. No one's greater. Los Angeles Kings.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
So now you understand what I have experienced.
Grass grow after I cut it. I don't care nothing about hockey, but it'll probably be the Atlanta Thrashers also, or any team out of Canada.
Okay. So you have heard Coach Julius Hall. So again, thank God Coach Bernard Brown wasn't here. Thank God. So we're gonna move on. So now we move to this next segment. We're gonna go back to Coach Al. First, Coach Al. What about Deion? Deion's interview on 60 Minutes. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Al?
Hold on, Coach. Who we talking about? Deion?
Ooh.
Prime time? Coach Prime. But I mean, which one we talking about? I mean, he's electric. The guy asked him or told him, he was a good high school player. He said, no, I was a great high school player. And he was. I saw him play. He's down from Fort Myers. And I went down there and seen him play. Actually, I seen Deion play Little League. He was good then. He was, a little step older than me. So he ran over everybody on the team. Couldn't nobody touch him. The other thing he said that was very important to me, he said if they had the resources that some of these other schools have, where would they be? Think about it.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regard to Deion's interview, Coach Prime?
Well, I was very excited about Deion being on 60 Minutes because what he showed was that other coaches or other former players with that type of profile need to go back to their schools. Shannon Sharp, they need to go back and try to coach. Go back and give something because those schools gave you a lot. Those schools gave you a lot. Even if you didn't attend HBCU, they still gave you a lot because they put football front and center, and you owe something to the community. Let it be your stepping stone to the NFL or to a bigger college game. But we understand that with Deion's profile, that those players are going to find him. And if you're a great defensive back in this country, you need to go to Jackson State because all of the scouts are going to be saying you were coached by Deion. So you automatically almost going to the NFL if you got any mustard in it because Deion gonna get you right anyway. But I love that Deion showed power. He showed power, and he showed what if you had the right resources, what can happen. If you had the right people, what can happen. Look at the gym they built and the stadium they fixed up. He taking that team to another level.
All right. Coach Rob Jiggy.
I thought it was a very, very, very good interview. Deion is like most of us; he's old school, and he understands what it takes for these kids to get to the next level. Kind of things that we teach in the gym about being a pro. But Deion is definitely good for these young men and definitely for the parents. He has a standard. He knows what it looks like. He's been great at every aspect of any particular sport he played. Must see TV. But the other thing, the caveat of this, is that it's only one Deion Sanders. And when the Power 5 schools come, what happens at Jackson State? You know, that's it's almost like having the first black president. We catching hell because we had one black president, you know, and Deion has set the standard so high. I mean, it's going to be hard for someone to come behind him. Now, some of these other institutions may benefit from it, you know, from Deion bringing that awareness to HBCUs. But my problem with HBCUs is that the administrations across the country are screwed up, and they don't see the value in bringing in a Shannon Sharp back to Savannah State or invest in Eddie George at Tennessee State. Deion is pushing the envelope. If it's not Deion Sanders, you know, HBCU football has been around for years. And like I say, the administrations of the HBCUs are just milking them. And yes, we need to give to them, but they need to see it's two sides to the coin. So I'm proud of what Deion is doing. Like I say, he's pushing the envelope, but yet some of these administrations or some of these coaches don't have the power, Deion, to make things happen. We can't go to Walmart and tell them to build Savannah State a stadium. We don't have that. You know, we don't have those resources. And even if Shannon came back, he ain't Deion Sanders. So, you know, Deion has set the standard. And like I said, hopefully it takes off and some of these other HBCUs benefit.
All right. Coach LA, what's your thoughts with regards to the interview with Deion?
Prime time. You know what prime time is? It ain't at the HBCU. Prime time, all nice interview, great interview, but when the time comes, he's going to leave. And just like Coach just say, he's going to go to a Power 5. Some coaches that's on Deion's level, the reason why they don't go back to an HBCU is because of the money. That's all it's about. If a Power 5 going to offer you $6 to $8 million a year, and a HBCU offer you $600 to $800 a year, 9 times out of 10, you gonna go with that Power 5 because one other thing, you don't have the type of money and the type of capital that Deion has built over the past 20 years.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's just a financial decision. And when the finance don't add up, what you gonna do? You got decisions to make. Promtown's making a great decision right now. He stole FSU's the number one recruit in the nation. I wouldn't say stole him, but he decided to go to Jacksonville State instead of Florida State. I think he, the kid, it's big on the kid because the kid is still gonna say, oh, can I come here and not be Deion's son and not be the number one pick and get name, image, and likeness deals? Can I get the quality education? Can I get? But that's what they're worth what they get. So it's just a hard decision. But if you do get a bunch of kids that just decide to say, hey, the top 10 and the top, Alabama kind of class go to a Jacksonville, that's when that starts to happen, that's when HBCUs is going to be back on top. But until then, NIL, boosters, way too much money at Power 5s.
There's only one Deion Sanders, and I say it again. Yep. It ain't going to be Deion at 40 different HBCUs around the country. There is nobody like Deion Sanders. There is none. Right. He's on the level of some of the greatest.
We can try.
You got Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley State.
Jerry Rice ain't coming back to Mississippi Valley State. I can tell you that right now.
The opinion of Coach Rob, Jiggy, and Coach LA, and merely the opinion of them, not the opinion of every sports reporters, and he with his red cup in his hand. So we let you know this, Jerry. We love you. We love.
Run it back in 2 years. Run this back in 2 years, and we'll see.
Yep. You'll be at Florida State.
Run it back in 2 years, Dr. Jamal.
Again, their opinions are solely their opinions. We love you, Jerry. And Deion, we know you. Where are you from? Where's Deion from?
Lord.
Okay, all right. So now we move on to this right here. This is right here, and this will take long. It is Major League Soccer. So again, the playoffs are going on right now. So Coach LA, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, what happened? What happened? I didn't know the MLS was still a thing.
Okay. All right. Merely the opinion of Coach LA. We love you, Major League Soccer. So, Coach Julius Hall, I'm scared to go to you, but I'm going to you.
Well, I watch soccer if every other sport has been banned from the globe. Besides golf, I won't watch golf either. I'd rather watch paint dry again. But you got some good soccer players. Soccer's good when everything else is not there. Goal! You know, I love to hear him say that. So that's the one thing I like about soccer. I don't like nothing else about soccer. They run up and down the field like they're playing rugby or something. No.
Coach, and see, Grover said Atlanta United. So, but anyway, thank you, my brother Grover Thorne. So we now go, Coach Roger. What's your thoughts with regard to Major League Soccer playoffs?
Well, Atlanta has a very good soccer team. I was up there for a camp, and I was like, man, I didn't realize soccer was that big in Atlanta. And they use that dome where they kind of put those backdrops in and make it seem like it's sold out. But Atlanta has a pretty good team, and hopefully that'll be the only thing. Hopefully they can win, you know, not like the Braves and bow out after winning 100 games.
You keep pouring salt on my wounds.
I tried to tell you.
Coach Al Pompey, what's your thoughts with regard to Major League Soccer?
Major League Soccer, I see it down to the final 16. There's 3 teams that's looking pretty good out there. We're talking Montreal, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. And if you look at the brackets, Los Angeles and Philadelphia both have first-round byes. It's going to be tough to beat either one of those teams. So right now, I'm going with 2 teams, LA and Philly.
Okay.
You can have 2 teams? I thought you said you only supposed to get 1. They ain't got no team in Florida?
they do. They do.
I'm realistic on something.
All right. And so now we move to this right here. And this segment is called It's Always About Pompey, Florida. It's always about Pompey, Florida. Oh, my God. Coach Al Pompey. And guess what? This is about who your bias about. Are you biased about Hooker or Williams? Heaton Hooker or Caleb Williams? Who you biased about? Or you got somebody else to be biased about? Who you biased? Who you think? Bam, right there.
Go Florida. Either way. I'm always biased about them Florida Gators and whoever played for them and them Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But in this situation, I have to go with Hooker. Like we talked about earlier, I mean, he's balling. He's doing what he needs to do to win. And it's going to be tough for him to lose a game against anybody right now.
All right. Yeah.
Even the Georgia Bulldogs.
Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to Coach Julius Hall?
How many people that stadium hold?
101,638.
Okay, when we play them, we gonna silence 106,098, whatever that number you gave, and 1 over here in Port Wentworth. We gonna silence all of that. I guarantee you, we shut them down. Watch. Y'all, who I'm biased for. Did I have to say anything else? I'm biased for them Bulldogs.
That sounds like a great event.
Coach Rob Jiggy left. Oh, okay. And Coach LA.
Like I said earlier, like I love the Southern Cal Trojans, but Caleb, he's not a real Southern Cal Trojan. He transferred from Oklahoma. Just with the coach, but whatever, you do what you want. But Hendon Hooker, transfer from B-Tech, Dudley High School graduate, playing his way into the first round of the draft right now.
And where's Dudley High School at?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh.
Greensboro, North Carolina. He's a state champion. When I was a coach down there, that was my rival. So I'm not a really Dudley fan, but I'm a Hendon Hooker fan. I'm biased. I wish you the world. I hope you win the Heisman. I hope you lose to Bama. But I'll still hope you but, make it to the championship, the Final Four.
What that thing you find when you rub the lamp? The lamp? You got a lot of wishes.
I wish you could hide. You need a wishing well.
So, Coach Rob Dickey.
I'm going with Hayden Hooker, man.
Okay.
I like that kid, man. Tennessee, man. He looked like T. Martin back there at Tennessee.
Yep.
Old school.
Yeah.
99.
Looking like T. Martin.
So now we move on to this Major League Baseball. We're now moving to, championship series right now. And so it's about who we see on the horizon. Is it going to be about the Astros, the Evil Empire, the Padres, or the Phillies? Coach Rob Jiggy, which one?
Well, we know who it won't be. We know who it won't be.
Little salt. You just won't stop. You won't stop. Stitch it up. Don't put that salt on.
Hey, I'm going with the underdogs, man. I'm pulling for them San Diego Padres, man. And they hadn't been relevant in baseball in probably 30 years. But, they're kind of unsung right now. The bats are hot. So I'm looking for the Houston Astros and the San Diego Padres in the World Series.
Wow. Coach Rob Jiggy. I thought he was going to say the Evil Empire. Oh, boy. Okay, Coach Rob Jiggy. All right.
Houston got the number.
Julius Hall.
Well, do I have to pick somebody? Lord.
I
I got to pick the team who beat the world champions. Who else would I pick? You got to pick the team that beat the world champions. Because they fit to be the world champions. Enough said.
Okay. Coach Al.
I tell you, I would have had on my Astros jersey, but it didn't come in today. So I tell you what I think gonna win. I'm going with San Diego. They have some great pitching, and it's tough to beat those guys. I mean, if you watched some of the game last night, they came back from 4 down and won 8-5. That pitching they have, man, on their pitching staff is great. It's going to be tough to beat the San Diego Padres.
All right. And Coach LA, what's your thoughts with Evil Empire, Astros, Phillies, or Padres?
So I'm gonna break this down real quick. So my cousin, Cameron Maben, played for the San Diego Padres, played for the Evil Empire, and played for the Astros. Never played for the Phillies, so you're out. Astros, you're out. The Padres, I love the city, you're out. Go Yankees. Go Yankees. Let's go Aaron Judge. Let's go Boo. Let's go Giancarlo Stanton. Let's go Yankees. Let's get over that home winning championship for the city. For all these Yankee fans around the world.
Go ahead and tell them what your opinion is.
Huh?
I need Professor here to tell them what your opinion is.
For the Yankees?
They love the Yankees. He won't say it.
The opinion of Coach LA, merely the opinion of Coach LA. No one loves the Evil Empire. No one in America loves the Evil Empire, except for Coach LA and Coach Rob. No one loves them. Understand it. Though they might go down to Florida and do training camp down in Florida. But again, even Coach, and he said in Tampa, I was going to bring it up. Even though Coach Al, he don't like them. No one loves the Evil Empire. Damn to hell. But that's just the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. We now move on. NBA. Who you think going to have a great season? We're looking at Kawhi. We're looking at Ben. We're looking at Zion. We're looking at, again, even my boy Jamal, because, getting with the guys too. You got to go out there. You got to go out there to Denver. So, Coach LA, what's your thoughts on that? Who you looking at think have a great season, bounce back, make things happen? Kawhi, Ben, Zion, Jamal.
I'll tell you this. I'm gonna rank these guys real fast. Ben Simmons can't shoot, can do everything else. Jamal Murray, he can shoot it. He can't play D, but he's on a great team with Joker, the MVP. This might surprise y'all. Number 2 is Kawhi Leonard. We haven't seen Kawhi Leonard in a minute, so I don't know what he can do. I know he can still hoop, But you know the guy that I'm really intrigued about is Zion Williamson. This guy, did you see him last night against the Brooklyn Nets? Did you see him?
Klay Thompson.
Did you see? Klay only had 18. Zion. That is another team that can face them Golden State Warriors when the time has come. You know what I'm saying? But Zion, he looks athletic. He's slimmed down. He's attacking the rim. He looks really confident. He's smiling. He's having fun, enjoying the game. He beat KD in Brooklyn.
That man got a chicken nugget up there.
He do. Hey,
It's a biscuit.
Zion.
He's a biscuit. Zion is a biscuit away.
Zion done shed though. Zion done shed down.
He's still in New Orleans. He's still in New Orleans. He a biscuit
But yeah,
away.
you still got Brandon Ingram. You still got, man, you got a squad down there. CJ McCollum. Got a coach.
So Coach Rob Diggy.
You know, Coach Al was he was on the right path. But my sleeper is Brandon Ingram. I think he's grown. He's kind of under the radar. Not a lot of expectations with New Orleans now that Zion is back. But that big three that they have with McCollum, Ingram, and Zion, if they can stay healthy, are going to challenge some teams in the NBA this year. But as far as superstar status, I mean, Steph Curry is still a man. That's don't take it for granted. Steph does some things that ordinary basketball players can't do. And with Martin Luther Irvin, we don't know what we're going to get with him. But I'm going to say until you beat Steph, I'm still going with Steph as the league MVP.
Well, we were just trying to find out who's coming back. Yeah. So, but we're going to move on to Coach Al. What's your thoughts? Who you think going with regards to Kawhi, Jamal, with regards to Zion, or Ben?
Honestly, I think all of them are going to have a good comeback. But I'm looking more at Kawhi Leonard. He got a new teammate, John Wall. The Clippers probably going to be the favorite, but the team's coming out of the West. So I'm going with Kawhi Leonard.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall.
The Clippers? What? I thought he wasn't on drugs no more. Zion is by and far is the best, gonna have the best comeback season. He's gonna have that. This boy played with so much excitement. I saw two players that I just absolutely can't wait to see again, and that was Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. Williamson playing like LeBron played when he first started. This boy is playing. He's playing all over. He's shooting it. He's taking it to the hoop. Ain't nobody stopping him dunking, and you better not put your hand up there. You're going to break your wrist. The boy is playing outstanding ball. Watch it. Ben Simmons, a bust. Ben Simmons, you're going to see Ben Simmons doing what that boy named that played with LeBron that's now on the highways.
I don't know.
What the boy name on the highways now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What? No, he on the highways walking here homeless now.
Kyrie Irving.
No, not Kyrie Irving. That played with LeBron them in Cleveland.
Are you talking about Delonte West? You talking about Delonte West?
Yeah, Delonte West. That's who Ben Simmons gonna be. Watch.
See, I thought you were trying to be funny about Russell, but anyway, but again, that's why I just defend Russell. But all right. So Coach Julius Hall, we're gonna come to you right 911. We got called 911 for somebody, Coach Julius Hall. We got called 911. Who should we call 911 for? For Tom, calling Giselle, because Giselle, Tom needs you. Or we need to go on to the Ravens in the fourth quarter. Or 911 for Dak. Who we need to call 911 for? 911.
First time ever.
Ooh.
You picked 3 number 1. All of them is in first place. I can't even rate them as 1, 2, and 3. All of them in trouble. Dak in trouble because he ain't gonna win. He coming back and the Cowboys going straight down. That's the Cowboys' Achilles heel. Tom, he can't. he heard that Gazelle was kissing somebody else in the movie, so he can't concentrate. He ain't gonna get nothing done. And who that was? And I don't know what the hell happened to the Baltimore Ravens. I really don't
In
know.
the fourth quarter.
In all quarters, them boys are sorry.
All right. So, Coach Rob Jiggy, come to you. Now, you got to call 911 for somebody, do like, my club. Let me call 911. Oh, they said for pool. Okay. So, call 911. Call 911 for, again, Dak, the Ravens in the fourth quarter, or Giselle to help Tom out?
The Ravens in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Because the longer Lamar Jackson hold out trying to get that $300 million or whatever he's trying to get guaranteed money, the more his value going down for the decisions that he make. So 9-1-1 for the Baltimore Ravens and then meltdown in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And so now we go to Coach LA. Calling 911 for someone who we need to call 911 for. Is it Dak? Is it for Giselle and Tom to come help Tom out? Or is it for the Ravens in the fourth quarter?
I got a question. Was Giselle in the movie kissing on AB?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, who? Well, I mean, I don't know. So I don't care about their relationship. He get paid millions and millions to play football. I'm calling 911 on Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
I know that Dallas just lost to Philly. They were supposed to. But at least they kind of made it a game, right? Could Dak make it a game? Can Dak go 2-0, 3-0 when it mattered? Can Dak come back and beat Danny Dimes? Can he come? Dak. Man, I hope you're doing your little hip thrust right now, because don't lose your job, man. Come back, man. Jerry up there politicking. He politicking. He don't want to pay you. He don't want to pay you, brother. Come back throwing dimes, baby.
All right. And Coach Al.
I tell you what, I don't too much care about what Dallas got going on with Dak. I still think right now Dak is Dallas's quarterback. I don't think he's going anywhere. Ravens in the fourth quarter, let's call 911. They seem to lose every game in the fourth quarter. I think Lamar, he's overthinking it in the first quarter. In the fourth quarter, all he got to do is do what he did the first three quarters. And let's win some games. The Ravens are looking worse than I ever seen them. By the way, the Ravens is my second team.
All right.
You ain't nothing to say about the Bonds?
No. Oh no, Tom gonna be okay. We don't need to call 911 for Tom. Tom is gonna be okay. It might be on his mind a little bit, but Tom gonna be all right.
Okay.
That's a promise.
You have heard it. You have heard it. And bam. We now move on to this right here. It is touchdown, Coach Bernard Brown not here. Touchdown is this. Who is facing an upset in any area? Who's facing an upset or some surprising news that some people would not think that it's going to probably happen? So it's going to be a touchdown when that comes to fruition, when it comes true. So, Coach Al, we start with you. Who is basically prime for an upset? Or what's some surprising news that's out there that you think, bam, that's going to be happening?
I'll tell you real quick. Those Georgia Bulldogs are in for an upset. May not happen this week coming up, but in the next 3 weeks, they're definitely in for an upset. So all you Georgia fans out there, get ready, because it's coming.
Okay. Coach Rob Jiggy, what's your thoughts on that? Who's prime for an upset or some surprising news that some people don't realize is on the radar right now?
That the Louisville Cardinals football coach will be fired at the end of the season.
Okay. All right.
And Crime Dog hopefully comes back and land at Savannah State.
Okay. Well, Savannah said had an opportunity to get one of their grads who was down at Benedict and making things happen. So we got moved. That's correct. And so we're gonna move on to Coach LA. LA. Who's out there? Who's primed for upset? Or what's some surprising news that's on the radar people don't realize?
I got two. I'm thinking about. One, Kevin Durant wants to go play for the Golden State Warriors again.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to play for nobody else that's not a champion. Number two, I'm gonna face my left a little bit. This upcoming week 7, yo, Kansas City Chiefs play my San Francisco 49ers.
You just lost to Atlanta. Bang.
Hey, because we had our eyes set on you guys. Chill. We had our eyes set on you. Jimmy G is gonna outplay Patty Mahomes.
Oh,
On
Lord.
prime time.
Oh, Lord.
49ers winning. Jimmy G only throws one interception.
Lord.
Yeah.
And Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I'm going to give you something other than what you guys have given.
Gotcha.
Rob, Coach Bernard, Coach Jamal, Coach LA, Coach Al. We have exciting news from the world of beach volleyball. They're going to be able to play with nothing on. So that's the exciting news. And in tennis, we are also going to be able to play with, you have to have on skin tight tights like Serena wear. So that's the exciting news in the world of sports this week. Y'all get ready. We're going to have a ball watching beach volleyball and tennis. All right.
Are you serious?
What?
I got a new favorite sport.
Oh, man.
With football, baseball, and all of that. Yeah.
And we winding on down. We wind on down. And again, they said 4 minutes. So that's why we're gonna go to Hold You Fat. Hold You Fat. They don't want to bring Hold You Fat here, but the world is clamoring for Hold You Fat here in the United States. Hold You Fat. Coach, what's your thoughts on Hold You Fat?
Well, Hold You Fat. Gonna have our own line of clothes. I already talked to her. We already designing it. It's gonna be some you ain't got nothing on. Hold You Fat ain't gonna have nothing on. So that's a real name. Now her name is Hold You Fat, and she's coming over here, and we're gonna be designing her clothes at ATR. All right.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall. We talking about Hold You Fat, who plays with the basketball player that's in France. His name is Hold You Fat.
And she coming over here to play, and we're gonna be designing her clothes.
Again, it's a he.
Oh,
It's a hit.
So, to the Fat family, we apologize. So
that's my bad.
Coach LA.
Hold You Fat was a man, a woman.
Hold You Fat is a man.
My bad.
All right. I think Hold You Fat wears number 15, but anyway.
I'm trying to get out of here so I can go buy that holdyoufat.com. We're trying to get that money. And we're trying to get them signed with either the Lakers or the New York Knicks. That's where we're going to make the most money. Hold You Fat. Let's get it.
That's right. And Coach Al, the folks are saying they want the NBA to pick him up. Hold You Fat. What's your thoughts on this?
There's a lot of people out there lobbying for Hold You Fat. I don't know who's gonna pick him up, but he can't come to my team with that name on the back of his jersey. Which one?
Wow.
Hold You Fat. You can't play with me.
Wow.
Or no team that I like. We don't want you. That's not. I mean, no parent named their child Hold You Fat. So sorry, Hold You Fat.
His name was Hold You, then the mama married Fat.
No, I can't change his name.
So Coach Rob Jiggy, Hold You Fat You know, again, it's the transliteration, it's the translation of his name, and it's Ho You Fat. So what's your thoughts with regard to NBA being basically pushed to now say, hey, somebody need to draft Ho You Fat?
Hey man, he should go to the Lakers off the rip.
Yeah.
You know, he would have so many marketing deals in LA and New York that it would be ridiculous. So hopefully, you know, one of these franchises be good for the fan base. I mean, and the dude can actually ball. So I mean,
And
I
Ho
don't
can
think
be a household word, Coach Bob.
yeah, I didn't believe it until I saw it, but I mean, dude can actually ball. But you know, man, it would be.
I use the main.
Hey, I can tell you what, it'd be a lot of people out there in front of them damn stadiums protesting.
I'm gonna go buy me a jersey.
Right. That's right.
And
I'm trying to get the jersey right now for France. They're like, say, hey, I want that.
He probably outsell LeBron.
Right.
Walk by the girl and say, read that.
So this has been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Al, Coach Julius, Coach LA, Coach Rob Jiggy, Coach Bernard Brown, nowhere to be seen, probably getting lemon pepper wings. And we say check us out again next week, next Thursday. We are here, Ebony Sports Reporters. And yes, we are looking for Ho You Fat jerseys right now. Be out of here. Peace.
Gang, gang.
Like this.